Hi, Lex Albrecht here. This is an excellent pacing technique for time trials, and you can also use it for other races. I want to share it with you and with my Team 1 Mile teammates who I'll be racing Race Across America with, from Oceanside, California, all the way to Annapolis, Maryland. That's 6,800 kilometers. So you can use this strategy for shorter time trial races or for super long ultra endurance events like Race Across America.
Before I start, I want to give a special shout out to Rick. He is one of the organizers of Race Across America.
You don't need a heart rate monitor and you don't need a power meter. All you need is your own body. The first part of this strategy is to split your estimated race time into thirds. During the first 3 minutes of the first third, it's very crucial that you keep your breathing under control. Do not go so hard that you end up breathing hard and getting out of breath. Just stay calm during the first 3 minutes. For the following duration of the first third of your race, just make sure you stay in a nice, comfortable, controlled zone. During the middle third, that's when you can get into more of a tempo zone, a pace that you don't necessarily want to go any harder at. And during the final third, that is when you can empty the tank. I'm a part of an 8-person team for Race Across America. Here's how my teammates and I will be using this pacing technique. Each rider on Team 1 Mile will pretty much be riding for blocks of 9 20-minute shifts at a time throughout the race. That means that during the first 3 20-minute efforts, we need to stay in control, stay calm. The next 3 20-minute efforts is where we can ride at a really nice tempo pace. That feels like a strong pace and we're still in control, but we're getting close to our threshold and our limits. During the final 3 20-minute efforts, that's where we can kind of empty the tank a little bit, but not too much, because another thing that we need to take into consideration for a race like Race Across America is that each day is a part of a longer period of the race. We need to not only dose our efforts based on the day, but also during the entire week of racing. The great thing about this thirds pacing technique is that it's super easy to use. Like I said before, you don't need a power meter, you don't need a heart rate monitor, and it's an excellent way to control race day anxiety or all that motivation that we have pent up in us from the start line, and we just want to go hard from the get-go. If you dig too deep at the very beginning of a race, it's extremely difficult to recover from those efforts. Actually, it could also even be impossible. This technique is a way to make sure that you still have some energy at the end and you're not rolling into the finish line just on fumes. So I highly recommend giving this a try. You can ask your coach to put it into your training plan, and if you don't have a coach, you can use Training Peaks coach matching services like I did with my new coach, Joy McCullough, or if you're working on your own, just put it into your own schedule. It's a really fun exercise, and it's a great tool to use on race day.